Desmond rushed to help him, hitting the infected on the head with a phone. Thanks to this assistance, Franklin regained his composure, but he was suddenly struck by an axe from Adam, which severed his arm. Afterward, Adam took Franklin's shotgun and destroyed the creature's head with a bullet, becoming the new head of Emotech. Not only that, but now he had Franklin's hand, which allowed him to disable the security system and leave the building to begin his plan for world domination. There was no chance to escape this situation. Desmond tried to propose a truce, saying he was resigning from the job, but the villain rejected the request and ordered his infected followers to finish him off quickly. Desmond grabbed the shotgun and aimed it at the opponents, but there was only one bullet left in the weapon. Luckily, Franklin had left a vase filled with more bullets. The young man shot at the vase, causing the bullets to explode and injure all the infected, allowing Desmond to escape the problem. But another issue arose when Samantha began feeling ill from the effects of Zed. The two friends took her to the lab, and luckily Dr. Fromm was still alive. However, Desmond blamed the doctor for everything that happened. The doctor said that the young man was also responsible because he didn't fulfill the ingredient request, forcing the doctor to use alternative materials. This resulted in the contaminated batch of the energy drink. The doctor also mentioned that Samantha could be saved since she consumed a small dose of Zed, giving them a chance to reverse the effects. But they had to create the antidote within 30 minutes, or the substance would irreparably damage her brain. Desmond wasn't willing to let that happen and asked the doctor what he needed to create the antidote quickly. The doctor revealed that the company's storage held the necessary ingredients, but the place was surrounded by Adam and his infected followers. Based on this, Desmond and Murad decided to confront them, but this time they needed real weapons. The two went to the factory and took many weapons, including a flamethrower, for the final battle. When they reached the storage, they found the box containing the antidote ingredients, but Adam saw them through surveillance cameras and ordered his army of infected to go after them. Desmond planted landmines for the infected, waiting for one to explode but to no avail. The enemies kept approaching. This forced Murad to activate the flamethrower and shoot fire everywhere, managing to push the infected back. However, Murad overdid it, spilling all the flammable liquid. The two retreated defensively and fled through the storage corridors, with the infected chasing them. But the two managed to hide on top of the shelves. Suddenly, Desmond threw a box full of Zed energy drink cans at the enemies. They all rushed to drink the energy drink. Thanks to this distraction, Murad pushed a cart toward the exit. Desmond used his weapon to shoot the infected. More enemies began pursuing them, so the young man drew 2 pistols and managed to shoot everyone who tried to approach. After this confrontation, the two found the box containing the ingredients. Desmond climbed the shelf to retrieve it, but at that moment, Adam appeared wearing the armor created by Dr. Fr. He fired a rocket toward Desmond, but fortunately, Desmond managed to escape the explosion. Neither he nor Murad had enough strength to stop Adam, so the two hid behind the shelves. To save Samantha, Desmond handed the ingredients to Murad to take to her and decided to face Adam alone. His companion followed his instructions and ran toward the exit, but was surprised by an attack from Marcus, who was also infected by Zed. Marcus attacked him relentlessly, but when Marcus dropped his key, Murad seized the opportunity and struck him in the leg. Murad then abandoned his weapon and hit Marcus with a wooden plank, allowing him to run to meet Samantha. Meanwhile, Desmond armed himself and tried to find an opportunity to attack Adam, but due to Adam's technological armor, the young man couldn't confront him directly. Instead, he began taunting Adam with insults, leading him into a trap. The villain fell for it, and Desmond took the chance to escape. However, one of the infected grabbed him and pinned him against the wall. Adam realized he had been tricked and went to where Desmond was, preparing a rocket launcher for the final blow. Everything seemed lost, but a rocket struck Adam's armor, distracting him. The one who fired the rocket was Samantha, who had returned to help Desmond. She had now fully recovered from the energy drink. Despite this, Adam managed to recover from the hit. Using one of Marcus's arms, he powered the machine that restored all his strength. With an enemy nearly impossible to defeat, Desmond, Samantha, and Murad ran out of the building, planting explosives on every floor. They eventually reached the Emotech Museum, but Adam appeared right behind them, preparing his weapons to finish off all 3. Seeing the villain approaching, Desmond tried to detonate the explosives, but the 3 of them were out of time. As a last resort, Desmond threw the last remaining landmine and shot it under Adam's feet. The villain, unaware, stepped on it, triggering a chain reaction that destroyed the entire Emotech building. The 3 barely managed to escape the explosion and pass through Emotech's gates as the only survivors of the disaster. After this strange experience, Desmond decided not to waste any more time and confessed his true feelings to Samantha. She turned out to feel the same way. Now that they were together, Desmond took the opportunity to show his fiancée his game project. Later, the police arrived and surrounded the area to take control of the situation. And that's the end of the movie. See you in the next movie. Thank you for watching.